Om Namah Shivaya, Srimant.
Om Shivaya.
So, we all have come to Monterey Peninsula, Cypress Point, for our 17-mile drive. So, when I look at the oceans, we are seeing overlooking the Pacific Ocean. When I look at the ocean, one question which comes to my mind is what should we do as a samskara when we go to the ocean?
This is a very significant thing. When we come to the ocean, generally what happens, we are boxed up in our urban reality, where we live in spaces where the view is very, one can say, myopic. Myopic means, it's very, one can see only this much. One cannot see beyond. When we come to the ocean, it's like the sky, you don't find any limits. Similarly, here in the Pacific Ocean, we see there is no limit. You look, you can keep looking. And there are the majestic, mystical cypress trees. Looks very ancient, timeless. And the ocean definitely, vast and timeless. So that naturally expands ourselves into who we are, who we truly are. Otherwise, generally, we are boxed up by the activities. The identity revolves around just, who we are, what we accumulate, what I gain, what I lose. That's what we are caught up in. That's the identity that we have invested in building. And that's not wrong. That's a very practical, functional identity which is very useful to run our daily lives. But periodically we need to zoom out, get a macro perspective. And that macro identity is who we truly are. We are that Akshara Purusha. We are not limited. But that micro perspective helps us to be functionally relevant. That macro perspective helps us gain a vision which guides the micro perspective. Now when we come to the ocean, it's time for us to remember our macro perspective. Zoom out, not be boxed in. And it goes on. We see it's beautiful. Just looking at it, you'll gradually withdraw from being just a micro doer to a macro seer. This is called Drashta Bhava. Micro doer is Karta Bhava. So you can zoom out naturally into yourself as that Drashta. And hence, reinforcing that is the divinity. That's divine. So reinforcing that, when we remember the ocean, we touch the ocean waters. And we, remembering that, we give the water of the ocean into the ocean. But that water, when we remember that macro perspective, that drashta, that divinity within, and touch the water, that blesses the water. And that's the essential samskara. We also are blessed, the water is also blessed, and it goes back to where it is. Our lives, similarly, we have taken this body as an accumulation from this land to bless it and give it back, so that the entirety is blessed. This is a very important purpose of birth, to remember it. Such divine, such peaceful, relaxing places help us remember this divinity. So that's why in the Indian sense, we give, arghya, or, we give the water. It's called Jala Arghya. Remembering the divinity, remembering our Pitra, remembering the Devas. So this naturally blesses everything. That's an essential contribution from our side, to remember who we are in terms of the divinity and to bless the Panchabhuta, to reinforce the divine identity. And hence, in our daily lives, re-invoking is slightly tough. But in such places, it's very straightforward. So let's remember and celebrate that divinity that is us as well as all around in nature. Om Namah Shivaya.